Hello YouTube, it's Detroit Borg, and I'm here doing an unboxing of what I think is the best iPad case. This happens to be the PDair, and it's handmade leather case, and the color is black. Well, let's crack it open. It's a very nice soft leather case, very simple. I love this embossed pattern on the inside. And it's a very nice low profile case. It does give you access to all the ports while covering the edges completely. Inside it's all leather. So the inside straps are leather and they're nicely stitched. And we can see that the entire edge is going to be covered by this. And it's got this nice white stitching and a little hole for the ambient light sensor to still work. And here you can see the magnet. So when you close this, it stays magnetically closed. Again, no clasps, no buckles or straps to keep it closed. So let's slide in an iPad. Slides in fairly easily. It does tend to get hung up on the leather. There you go. So it gives us full access to the ports, the screen lock switch, microphone, headphone jack. On the side we have the volume rocker and the accelerometer switch. On the bottom we see the speaker is completely free. And here's the 30-pin dock, also completely free. Of course, this still will prevent you from using any of the Apple supplied docks. And the edge is completely covered. The iPad is also very tight in there, so it's hard to slide out. You don't have to worry about this thing sliding out at all, even though there's not that flap there to protect the edge of it, like there's on the Apple case. So in order to get this out here, the best way to do is just push it from the side. It sort of slides out, and you can grab it. The case doesn't quite provide all the functionality that the Apple case does. It does give you some angle to work with, so if you fold it under, you see that it creates a little bit of an angle just on the friction of the spine. You can also prop it up a little bit if you're on a there you go. So if you want to prop it up like you would a monitor, I guess that's possible, but it is a little slippery, so all you have to do is knock it over and it'll fall right back. There you go. So if that's not important to you, I think this is probably the best case I've seen so far. Again, it's very high quality. Leather is completely soft. The stitching is very good and even. I don't see any pulled threads yet anyway. We have some relief points at the edges, so that may provide a little vulnerability to it. So if you drop it on the corner, you may scratch the edge of your iPad a bit. So keep that in mind if that's a concern for you. Now let's just do a comparable between the iPad case and the PDair case, and we can already see that this iPad case is quite a bit thinner. There's less padding, of course, but this does add some bulk. It's not as bulky as some other cases out there. But the access points are very similar. The only advantage, I suppose, that the iPad case from Apple provides is that the corners are completely covered. Again, if you look at the side, the iPad case from Apple is much thinner. Of course, the iPad has this little clasp back here, which does make it more convertible. So if we look at the side, see the Apple case provides quite a bit more angle to work with. But of course, you can already see with the Apple case, it's already dirty. No matter how many times I try and clean it, it constantly has these smudges on it, which are driving me a little crazy. And this is a very nice quality leather, so it's very cleanable. Of course, the cover is still fairly rigid, and probably no more than the Apple case, which actually feels a little stiffer. So this is perhaps still quite puncturable, but it's got about the same sort of plastic material built into it that keeps it from, which should help to protect the screen from punctures or presses. Now, it won't exactly prevent the screen from being crushed if you put it in a bag and you move it around or throw it around, so keep that in mind. If you want something really sturdy covering your screen, this probably isn't the one you want. So that's the PDair leather case for the iPad. Once again, that's Detroit Borg with a review. Thanks for watching.